Good evening, everybody on YouTube. I want to first start off. This is what I usually wear for Halloween. Um, and I want to talk about My Little Pony. Now, I did do a review on I think this one might have been another video that I posted on Facebook. But had I known that Hasbro and Direct Division, which is also called Basic Fun in the United States, was going to retro Twilight, I may not have bought this off of eBay. Now, this person that I bought it from, she redid the Twilight Lane and she touched up on everything. And I got it fairly cheap. Now, that is not the only pony. I used to have other ponies. I had Firefly's Adventure, which back in the day came with the 1992 VHS tape. Some of you will know that, some of you won't, because some of the kids nowadays, they don't grow up with, with DVDs and Blu. They didn't grow up with VHSs, but they've grown up with DVDs and Blu-rays. And I am very glad that Hasbro and Direct Bridge have actually released some replicas of the Generation 1 ponies, because that allows those of us who were born in '84, who are now 33 or 34 years old, to buy the ponies that we missed out on back in the day. Now, had I known they were doing replicas, I would have bought the replica Twilight, the replica Firefly, and the replica Moon Dancer, and the replica Melody, because there are certain figures I don't have. Moon Dancer is one of them. Medley is one of them. Melody, I guess, is what her name is, or something like that. Anyway, those are the ones I don't have. However, I do have Generation 3 Rainbow Dash. Now, I did have a Earth Pony Rainbow Dash, which was probably, I couldn't begin to tell you which era that circumvented in, or what year that circumvented in, but I had it. I also had Baby Gusty, and I also had, back in the day, Tuneful, which was the Rockin' Beach Unicorn. However, I don't have him anymore. And I'll let you guys get a better look at her. Now, if you notice something, her mane is one color, and her tail is a completely different color. Now, I think they did a very bad job with this, because I really think her tail should have matched this up here. Okay. Now she came with a friendship ribbon, and she came with a brush and a charm. And then I've got something else to show you. In the box I have some knockoff velvet ponies. Now, I bought these because velvet ponies are very hard to get, and anyway, they're very hard to get. And you see that there are some kitty marks on here that I think are knockoffs from some of the original My Little Ponies. Like, if you go to Blossom or one of the other ponies that has stars, these are kind of knockoffs of that. Okay? So, I kept them because right now I have a plan that I'm going to implement. And that plan I'm going to explain to you guys in a little bit. Now, here's the big reveal that I've been really excited to reveal to you guys. The collection of My Little Pony, the 6 original Rainbow Ponies, that are in this box, are scented. And I don't know if the originals, the G1 originals, if they were scented as well, but these are replicas of those versions. And you get, I'm going to open the box. I didn't mean to do this so many times, but I'm going to open the box. I'm going to reveal to you, this is what they look like outside of the box, okay? And they're all scented. Now, when you take these guys and you move them away, which is what I'm doing right now, you get a diorama of everything. You have the Dream Castle, you've got Paradise Estate, You got Twilight sitting over here in the background. You have Spike way over here somewhere. I think right there, if you can see him. Probably can't. But this tells you what the scents come with. What the scents are. Moonstone has raspberry. I think, yeah, Starshine has vanilla, and Parasol has strawberry, and Sky Dancer has apricot, and Windy has cherry. So this gives you a good diorama, and you can use it as a diorama or as a background, you know, which I was thought about doing for my idea. And then this is the back of what they look like. So I'll just show you the back, you know. So, you know, this is what they look like in the back. Well, like I said, it comes with a sticker, and you get one brush for all of them. Now, I wish they'd come with more brushes. But for what it's worth, I really like the fact that they have gone all out with this as a retro. Now, here's the back of the box, which again shows you all the ponies in the collection that you can get. You know, if you choose not to buy the 6 collection boxes, you can still buy them individually, depending on where you can find a store that still carries them. Because as I found out, when I read up that Target had Moon Dancer and all that, I went to go look it up to see if they still had them in stock. Of course they don't, which kind of bummed me out because I was kind of hoping they would have these guys in stock. And as a result, they don't. But anyway, this allows people who didn't ever get a chance to collect the originals to collect those. Now, I hope they come out with more retro ones, because I would like to see them do the old bro ponies, like the Rockin' Beats, so I could recollect some of my old ponies that I never got to have or wanted to collect and couldn't find them, because at the time, like I said, they were getting scarce in the market. And now my idea, when I get the scenery and everything built up, of course I'm going to get rid of some stuff. When I get all that stuff built, I'm going to do a stop motion video of the Pony World meeting a lot of my dragon figures and Godzilla figurines. Draco is going to probably play the role of Spike. And we're going to have some bad dragons, don't get me wrong, we're going to have some bad dragons that aren't going to be very nice. They're going to be greedy like some of the dragons in My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. And don't get me wrong, Friendship is Magic is nice, but I really wish Hasbro had kept the molds and stuff from Generation 1 and I kept using them, because the Generation 4 I just do not care for. Now, the Alicorns are great looking, but Twilight's Sparkle and her figurines, I just do not care for them. I was always a fan of the Generation 1 molds, and some of the Generation 3 molds were perfect. But, when you get into Generation 4, it's not doing well. The Equestria Girl dolls are doing well, but the pony figures aren't, because they don't look like ponies. Nobody wants them because they've got a smushed up nose, they're shortened. I mean, there's a lot of pros with that. I mean, cons with that. Now, these are much better looking. In fact, they look more like ponies. And that's what I envisioned when I thought of ponies. And even Generation 3 Rainbow Dash down here looks like a pony. So, that is what I envision when I'm thinking of a pony, okay? Or a horse. And to me, that's what they should look like. Now, I know why they did the other stuff, because they wanted to bring new people in. Now, the animation show is great. I love the animation show. But I'm just saying, the toy figure line for Friendship is Magic is pretty terrible. I have often thought about getting Celestia and Luna when they had the figures for them, and I just never could afford to buy them, and I wish I had. because those figures are great. But this retro stuff is much better, and I'd rather buy that instead, actually. So, and I'm not saying that Tempest, with the broken horn, I'm not saying that, you know, she's not a bad character to get, because she's actually kind of cool looking, you know, for a villain. But this is what I wanted to show you guys. And like I said, when I get ready to do my stop motion film, I don't want haters hating on me, and I'm not going to stand for that. My channel is a general channel. Now, I do have a paranormal channel, but right now nothing's going on in that direction yet, because I can't get anybody that's in my paranormal group to get around together so that we can actually go out and do an investigation. I would like to start off in Waurika Cemetery with my spirit box, but I don't want to do it by myself, you know? That's the kind of thing I'm working with. But anyway, that's off the topic here. My general YouTube channel is all about positivity. Yes, I complain sometimes, but I'm not looking for criticism or critiquing when I do my story that I plan on doing, if I ever get around to doing it. It is an idea in my head. I've already written part of the story out on Facebook, and some of you guys will know that because you'll have seen the video, and you will have seen the written words of that. And these guys are going to be part of that village. Now, I may have different ones running a store or something. I don't know yet. But the thing is, when I get those snap to buildings, they're not going to, they may not look like these guys can fit inside of them, because they're going to be for smaller human figurines, and these guys are pretty big, you know. But just use your imagination and think, well, they could almost work. You know, besides that, those buildings are going to be lighted. So I want you guys just to think about that. Use your imagination. Now, I could use cardboard, but I can't light the cardboard, you know, especially if you're using LEDs. I think that would be kind of iffy with cardboard, especially if you do battery-operated LEDs, or the light strips, which I was thinking of doing. But the thing with the light strips is you still have to solder, a connector to that. You can do it with batteries, 9-volt batteries, but I don't have a soldering iron, so I'd probably have to ask my brother-in-law to help me with that. But that's in the long run, and I am going to sign off and hope everybody has a good evening, and go out there and collect this stuff, because when this stuff is gone, people are going to sell this stuff like hot commodities on eBay, which they're already doing, by the way. But they have not sold the big box yet. And I'm waiting for that, because then that comes out. For now, they're all selling the individual boxes. They haven't sold the big 35th anniversary box. And I don't know. I imagine soon somebody's going to think of how to do that. But I'm very happy with what I have, and I'm hoping by tomorrow, next payday, that I'll be able to get Moon Dancer and hopefully be able to afford her, But we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to sign off here and upload this video as soon as I possibly can.